Hello, Huskies. Welcome to your very first episode of SMUSA Unplugged, the very first SMUSA podcast ever, might I add. I'm really excited today. We've got a jam packed, fun episode for you guys. And today we're here with a very special guest who is actually already a part of SMUSA. She's our VP academic. I'm going to give her a chance to introduce herself.
Hi everyone, my name is Angelica Amara and I am SMUSA's Vice President of Academics. I am a third year political science student and I am very excited to be the first ever guest on this podcast.
All right, very fitting. So, we're gonna dive right in with the very first question. So, let's just start from the beginning. What got you interested in applying to be a part of SMUSA and the leadership roles that you've taken on?
I'm someone that loves getting involved on campus and in community in general, and I love helping people, whether it be students or my peers. So I feel like that definitely motivated me to apply to become VP of Academics and every other role that I've taken on campus as well.
All right, amazing. I'm also someone who loves to get involved. Like a lot of people like to say I'm everywhere. So I've been in so many different places just because I really love getting involved and what it does, it helps you become a better person as well. So that's really cool.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
agree. Yeah.
Yeah. So our next question is going to be based a little bit more on your role. So for students who don't know what it is that you do, could you shed a little bit more light on what exactly it is that you do as VP Academic for SMUSA? And if students have any questions, want to reach out to you, how can they do that?
Of course. So, as the Vice President of Academics at SMUSA, I am basically here to help you with any of your academic concerns, be it grievances, or you just want to come to my office, relax, and rant about whatever's stressing you about your studies or just in general. I'm here for you. I usually like to describe myself as one of the many bridges between students and those who have the power to make actual change.
Yeah.
So, if you have any concerns, I'm here to advocate for you. And I also sit on a lot of committees on campus, namely Academic Senate. And I'm also in charge of our student tutor database, where students are added on there to become tutors, and it's also accessible for anybody who needs tutors. I do this alongside our web design and marketing manager, Aman. I also oversee our SMUSA Experiential Learning Fund, which is basically something that us as SMUSA give back to students. If you're interested in going on anything educational, for example, conferences, you can send in an application and we can give you some money to go. That's basically what I do. If you want to reach out to me, you can reach out to me at vpacademics.smusa@smu.ca.
All right. Perfect. That sounds great. And I don't know about you guys, but what caught my eye was the self fund. I need some money to travel. So if I were you, I would get in on that. So what you're saying, Angie, is that if I was a student and I had a case with a professor that said I was using AI and I wasn't using AI, would I come to you for that?
Definitely, you would come to me for that. I can definitely walk you through all the steps you need to take, how to properly defend yourself. And I know it's a very tough process and it can be overwhelming. So I'm here to help and support you the best I can.
All right, perfect. That sounds great. Sounds great. So next question, what are the current projects that you're taking on right now that you're really proud of, or what are some projects that you want to see come to light by the end of your term?
So, what I'm currently working on right now is myself and our VP of Events and Engagement, Naomi, are planning this year's Wellness Weeks, which will run from November 24th to the 28th. And I'm also working on AI Week, which is from November 3rd to the 6th. So be sure to come to these lovely weeks we have in store for you. And I would say that one thing I'm very proud of that I've done so far is creating an academic pamphlet. Unfortunately, it's not here with me right now, but it does outline everything you need to know and everything that'll help you, whether you're first year or in your final year of university. So, yeah.
All right, perfect. Thank you so much for that. We'll really be looking forward to those events. I know that Wellness Weeks is always a really good time for students, so I'm really interested in seeing the events that you and Naomi come up with. Thank you. So, when you first started, is this a role that you saw yourself being in? Is this kind of like the leadership direction that you saw yourself taking as a SMU student?
Honestly, when I first began at SMU, I was unsure if I was going to make friends. That's definitely one thing. So I was not expecting to take on a leadership role as big as this one. But I am very happy that I was able to take that step and come out of my comfort zone and apply for roles like this because it's really been an amazing journey.
Yeah, and I definitely get that a lot from international students
Yeah.
because it's like coming to a whole new place and you don't know who you're going to be friends with. You don't know the type of people that you're going to be
Yeah.
friends with because, like, sometimes you come from such different backgrounds. It's so hard to be able to see if, like, okay, well, maybe I'm gonna meet someone from even my background as well. So I definitely get that. I definitely get that. So, speaking of being an international student,
Yes.
what has been the biggest culture shock for you since coming to Canada?
Hmm. The biggest culture shock for
Yeah,
me.
the biggest culture shock for you.
Okay. I would definitely say it's all the smiling.
That people do. See, for back home, we don't smile.
No, we don't
Hey,
smile.
for context, would you mind telling
Mhm.
the audience where you're from?
So I am from a little country called Sierra Leone. It's west of Africa. And back home, it's not normal to smile at strangers. It's
Yeah.
a bit uncomfortable, and sometimes you will get asked, "Do I know you?" Yeah.
You know what?
So,
You know what? She's low key right because I'm also from Sierra Leone, and
so coming here, experiencing strangers smiling at you, some people even go to the lengths of asking you how you are on the road. It was definitely a huge culture shock for me.
oh yeah, yeah. Because back home, if you smile at someone and you wave, the first thing that comes in their head is like, "What does this one want?"
Yes.
Don't know you. Don't know you. What's this person want? Right?
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yes, definitely.
Okay, so what about for me, one of the biggest culture shocks coming to Canada was honestly very similar to the smiling.
Yes.
It was just everyone or most people being like really nice.
Mhm.
Things nice is in a sense like just saying thank you when you get off the bus, saying sorry all the time. Back home again, that's something that's not normal.
Mhm.
So it was just very crazy to see the etiquette and the respect that people have here. And it's actually low key sad because it's like we're not even seeing this back home, and things like that just shock us to the core. But yeah, it was actually pretty interesting.
Yeah, that's really good actually that you mentioned that because for us, I guess you would obviously be polite and say thank you to people when they've done a service for you. For example, at a restaurant, you say
Yeah,
thank you to your waiters or just in general. But little things, for example, bus drivers coming off the bus saying thank you, that's definitely
yeah,
a thing.
yeah. I would say
Yeah.
we say thank you and things like that in different contexts,
Yes, for
as
sure.
opposed to how people say it here.
Yes. We are nice people.
Yeah, yeah, like respectful people.
But the
The
context is very
context is
different.
different.
Yes.
Exactly, the context is very different. So yeah, my next question would be: so what year are you in?
I'm in my third year.
Okay, so you're in your third year, so you've had quite an experience of being a SMU student.
Yes.
So what has been your best university experience, and what has been your worst university experience?
In terms of academics,
Everything, the
everything.
university life,
The university
the
life.
university life, the experience.
Okay. My best experience, I would definitely say, is the different people I've gotten the chance to meet.
Yeah,
I feel like this is the most people I've met in this, like from different backgrounds, at least
yeah.
in my entire life.
Hmm.
Because I've met people from the Caribbean, from other African countries, from Europe, from North America. So it's really been
Yeah,
interesting interacting with these people. And some of these people have turned out to be my best of friends here.
yeah.
So I would say that's definitely the best experience I've had. The worst experience? Hmm.
Hmm. Hmm. Let's listen. What's the worst experience?
My worst experience. It's outside.
You know what?
Yeah.
You know what? That's so real because I was gonna say when I got food poisoning.
Yeah.
So
My worst experience would definitely be Dockside, and that's our university dining. I'm not gonna lie, the food isn't always bad, but could definitely be better. So I would say that's my worst experience at university so far.
no, that's actually so real. That is so real because I'm actually gonna start with my worst experience as well. So I got food poisoning
Mm-hmm.
after eating at Dockside, and I had to be rushed to the ER. When I tell you my life flashed before my eyes, I was like, wait,
Mm-hmm.
wait, I'm not ready to go. I'm sorry. Like, I don't know. And I still remember it so clearly, and
Yes.
I would not wish that on my worst enemy. So that was, yeah, it was really bad. But as you said, not everything at Dockside is bad. Honestly, there were some things that I really loved, like I generally really liked. So the pasta
The
station, the
breakfast was really
breakfast
good.
was really good.
Yeah.
The yogurt parfaits were really, really good. So they even had like waffle.
Yes. So there are good parts, but
So good.
overall,
Overall, yeah. So that was definitely my worst experience. And in terms of best experience, I think one of the greatest things about SMU is the fact that you meet people from so
yes.
many different places. Like there are countries that I've met people who are from that I've never even known, right? So even for me, my closest friends are people that I wouldn't have imagined even meeting from those countries. So definitely there's that really great aspect to being a SMU student. My best experience so far was being able to see Michelle Obama live in person.
That is so cool.
Yeah, and that was just being from because I was a student leader in commerce, so they gave out free tickets to when she came to speak in Halifax, and I was one of the students selected to get that free ticket. So I was just like, whoa, I'm seeing the Michelle Obama? Like the record, like bro, Michelle Obama. So that was really cool for me. I really I really felt like I had made it in life, you know.
That's a good accomplishment, actually.
Yeah, so just seeing her and all the lessons and things that I took from that session, it was really inspiring for me. Yeah. Thank you for sharing.
Of course. Thank
Yeah.
you for sharing.
So now we're gonna head into quick rapid fire questions. Okay, quick questions. You can explain why afterwards, but
Okay.
just quick answer. So, pineapple on pizza, yes or
No.
no? No.
Fruit does not belong on pizza. I'm so sorry.
I mean, I get that. It's the same way that raisins don't belong in salads
I don't
for
agree
me.
to that either.
Yeah.
Yes.
I don't know why people do that. This is not an oatmeal cookie. Why are you putting raisin in salad? But it's fine. Movies or TV shows?
Movies.
Movies.
Yes.
Favorite movie?
The Titanic. Yes.
Rose, you and Jack, Abby.
Yes. However,
Uh-huh.
can I special mention? It's not a movie. It's a TV show. The Office.
The Office. Okay.
Everyone should go watch The
No.
Office. Okay.
Just because she likes The Office. Nobody's watching it. Just saying. All right. Dog or cat person?
Dog person.
Dog person. You know what? Same. Same. Next question.
Mm-hmm.
What's your hot take of the day?
My hot take of the day. I don't think non-blacks should be allowed in the black student common space.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. You know what? That is a hot take.
Hmm.
And that's something that I agree with.
Yes.
I think that's a hot take for me as well, in a
Hmm.
sense that the very nature of the space
Hmm.
is supposed to be black students only.
Yes.
So, why are you, as a non black student, going into the space?
Yes, because I
Right.
feel like there are a lot of common areas that everybody can hang out in, study in, but if there are designated spaces for particular races or a particular group of people, I feel like that should be respected. And I don't think any designated space should go unrespected because
Yeah.
I know now we have the Black Student Common Space, and prior to this we still have the Indigenous space.
Yeah.
And as a Black person, I would never go into the Indigenous space because I am not Indigenous.
Exactly. Yeah.
So I feel like the same respect should go to the Black Student Common Space. Honestly,
Yeah, yeah. It definitely does demand the same respect that
yes,
other designated spaces have.
for sure.
So, yeah, some there's definitely like that understanding that needs to take
Yeah.
place for both black and non-black people, because
Mhm.
if a black person sees a non-black person in that space, you have to tell them that, hey, this is a black student space,
Mhm.
and let them know that it's for black students only.
Mhm.
But we have to be more confident, and we have to be able to let people know that as well, and not just let them take up our space,
You did
right?
that today, by the way.
As you should,
I
as
did.
you should, as you should.
Yeah.
Girl, I had someone. I did that as well a few weeks ago, and I had someone. I told them that, hey, this is a black student space.
Yeah.
They looked at me and they were like, I know, and I was like,
Yeah.
sir.
I definitely agree with you when you said that we should be more confident because I know that some people don't want to come off as rude or some people just don't want to be seen away or
Yeah,
feel like they're being offensive.
yeah.
But you can do it in a very polite way. For instance, what I did today, the person was trying to get in, even though there's a code on the door. And I opened the door and they asked me, is it okay if I studied here? Mind you, they're white. And I simply just said, this is a black student space. And they used their discretion to be like, you're right. And they walked away. Simple as
Yeah,
that.
exactly. And
Hmm.
honestly, it doesn't have to be more complicated.
Nope.
It doesn't have to be.
Hmm.
A lot of students, and I could give it to a lot of students for understanding
Yeah.
the essence of the space, but
Hmm.
others just choose to be ignorant.
Hmm.
Like they choose to be actively defiant
Yeah.
that this is a space that's meant for only black students. So we definitely have to do our own part to make that clear as well.
Definitely.
So yeah, yeah. Thank you so much for that. That's a very interesting hot take. Yeah.
Yes.
So we're down to our final question, and the final question would be if you have any advice for new students, students that's in their second year, figuring out halfway through their degree what to do, whether I should get involved in leadership, whether I should just stay low key and just finish my degree, what would your advice be to those students?
My advice would be definitely to get involved in any way you can because I do understand that some people are introverted, some people are extroverted. So, in whatever way you can, I think that it's beneficial to get involved. It doesn't have to be a crazy position like this one where you're the face of something, but whether it's volunteering at the food room or keep it social or just volunteering in general, I feel like you'd meet a lot of people and that will grow your network because there is life after university. So my advice to you would definitely to get involved in any way that you can. Talk to people. If you're a first year, I know that it's nerve-wracking coming to a new environment, not knowing anyone, but I believe that the other person is as scared as you are.
Oh yeah,
So
definitely.
start the
Definitely.
conversation. Don't stay in your room, okay? Don't stay in your room.
No.
Meet new people, make new friends. Yeah, that would be my advice. And
Yeah.
also, enjoy your university experience. Yes, you're here for your academics, but there's more to your university experience than in the classroom. So,
All right, that's an amazing way to wrap things up. Yeah, there are definitely a lot of experiences that students can get outside of the
yes.
classroom. And I think it's very beneficial for us to continuously highlight that. That's one thing that SMU is great at doing, highlighting the fact that leadership is really important, getting involved is very important, and your experiences outside of the classroom are just as important as experiences within the classroom. So I would just echo your advice as well. Just get out there, just make sure that you talk to people when you go to events. You don't just sit in one place by yourself on your phone all the time. Funny story, that's actually how I met my best friend because we went to this very first event at SMU as new students, and he was just on his iPad the whole time.
iPad kid.
iPad kid, like he's giving iPad kid, and I was like, "Why? What are you doing?" You know. So he was just on his phone, and I definitely agree with just getting involved and just being out there, putting yourself out there, and just taking the risk. So yeah, thank you so much.
Thanks for having me.
Yeah, so that wraps up the first episode. We hope you enjoyed it. We hope you had fun. So we will see you back here in 2 weeks. Make sure to tune in, make sure to listen, make sure to like and share it with your friends. And yeah, we'll see you next week. Bye.